It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Portland Trail Blazers going up against the Memphis Grizzlies. And for Memphis, coming into this matchup with no shortage of confidence, they won all 4 games against this team last season. And tonight will feature a high-level front-court matchup. Tough, physical play. Shaq, how did you go about establishing dominance against the best of your peers?
Well, you got to realize that nothing's going to be given to you. You got to earn it. I used to be really dirty, Ernie. Talk about their mama, talk about their sister, talk about their coaches.
What if they didn't have a sister?
No, you did not.
What if they didn't have a sister?
Come on.
Listen, I did research.
Okay.
And I mastered the research.
That's called Shaq search?
Yep.
Okay.
Got in their head, Ernie.
Thank you for tuning into this Sunday afternoon 2K Sports edition of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. Trailblazers will look to their home court advantage, just 1 game here in Portland. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season. Last year, they were humiliated in their matchup, losing every game in 4 tries.
And on paper, you'd call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
Yeah, it was a surprising outcome for me and you. But hey, sometimes matchups can play out a certain way. We'll see how they do tonight.
Boys, nice line.
And Portland starts out with the ball. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. They've got Jonas Valanciunas, Wall out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Bird, and it's Griffin in at the 4 slot. Now here's Wall, following the miss by Wilt Chamberlain. And that one's good, Griffin.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Schroeder kicks to Pierce. Feeds to Chamberlain. Again, Chamberlain missing. Looking at Memphis, they took the win in their last game against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And they tailored a fantastic, I thought, offensive game plan. And that when, they knew exactly how to exploit the holes in that defense.
And exploit them they did. They exposed them tremendously. They kept so much pressure on the defenders over the course of that game that the defense really never had an answer.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Bird. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Minnesota. Shoots off the screen, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. He looks a lot more comfortable at the line now,
Right now,
and
gentlemen,
he's getting better results.
Move shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And he can't hit the second. For Portland, they won their last contest, that game against Milwaukee.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. In front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
And so here's Memphis. Portland making their last shot. Beal dishes to Bird. Valanciunas with a screen on Pierce. Bird kicks to Valanciunas, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Portland called for the foul. For Memphis, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Schroeder kicks to Pierce. McGinnis with the screen on Bird. McGinnis against Valanciunas. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the game.
2 shots.
That's good from McGinnis. McGinnis hits them both. And here's Wall. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Now here's Schroeder. He's guarded closely. The pass to McGinnis. Stolen by Bird. And Wall. Here we go now. There's the dish to Valanciunas. Outside, Wall. 6 to shoot. Screened by Valanciunas. 3-pointer, Bird. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Smith outside. Kicks to Chamberlain. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
That's his second personal.
The Trailblazers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And as a unit, guys, they only shot 70% from the line over the course of last season. Not the kind of percentage that they were hoping for.
And, Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Embiid, he's checked in for Valanciunas. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. Now Wall. Embiid the screen. Wall passes to Embiid. The 15-footer. Bank shot. No good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Smith on the wing. He's covered by Beal. It's rebounded by Memphis. Pass to Wall. He dishes it to Embiid. McGinnis against Griffin. Plays it up and banks it in.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Pierce against Bird. Outside, Pierce. McGinnis with the screen on Bird. Pierce dishes to Chamberlain. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
The shot's good from Griffin.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now, here is Smith. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. With the fadeaway. The shot's good from McGinnis. Here's Wall. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Terry Stotts.
One player we discussed in detail is the young Bradley Beal. He said, I was a fan of his game from watching him at Florida. His combination of outside shooting and slashing make him a very tough cover. We're going to put pressure on him and try to take the ball out of his hands. And Kevin, Beal's such an intriguing talent. We'll see if he's able to put up some big numbers.
Thank you, Doris. It's stolen by Wall. Embiid the screen. Griffin sets the screen for Wall. Just 5 to shoot. No good from Bird. Portland trailing here. Shooter kicks to Chamberlain. Shoots from 14, and he gets the bucket.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Picked by Griffin. Embiid against McGinnis. Embiid, the pass to Wall. Picked by Griffin. Fires the 3. Wall's shot is off. Schroeder with the ball. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And equally as impressive, the playmaking. Just sensational. The way he was seeing the court and making the game easy for his teammates.
That's good.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside. Yeah, you can see they gave up a lot of points here in this run, and he just wants to break the momentum before this thing gets out of hand.
And, you know, that's a huge part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your guys in the best position possible at all times. So I like this timeout.
And Memphis making a change here. Allen's checked in. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Now here's Wall. Looking for his first basket still in this one. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Passes to Pierce. Here's McGinnis. Teardrop shot. The kick out to Pierce. Wall against McGinnis. The shot misses. Nice D from Bird.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Now here's Pierce. Following the miss by John Wall. McGinnis, the basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Lance Stephenson's checked in for Memphis. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Portland.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Now, here's Stevenson. Embiid the screen. Clock at 6. Bird kicks to Wall. Again, the miss by Wall.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
And the wide open shot from Reddick. They get it back. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now. Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Pass to McGinnis. Embiid with the steal. Stevenson outside. Dishes at the wall. There's the pick. He kicks to Bird. Shot to end this cold run. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Bird's got 5 points so far. Trailblazers leading by 6. Here's Marjanovic, covered by Wall. Outside, Pierce. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Now here's Bird. He has 5. Faded away to create the space. He's got 7.
And that's his go-to move right there in the low post.
Schroeder kicks to Reddick. .152 left in the first quarter. Pierce against Stevenson. Stolen by Stevenson. Here's Allen. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
A moment now to see the numbers for Allen. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Not bad numbers, but for a player of his talent, you have to think he can do more.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he's been inconsistent. Unusual for him, but when he turns it back around, watch out now.
The Grizzlies shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Mahimi's checked in for the Trailblazers. Mirza Teletovic comes in for McGinnis. And Allen drops them both.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Reddick against Allen. Reddick dishes to Schroeder. From 13. They shoot again. The shot by Mahimi, no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass. Boy, it's got to be a relief for him to finally get one to fall. No longer has he been bageled from the field. He can relax a little bit and exhale.
Now here's Schroeder, the 11-footer. Bird pulls it in. 58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Stevenson passes to Wall. The tray. And it's Stevenson missing. Portland leading. It's Pierce with the drive. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be Lance Stevenson.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Trailblazers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
At the line for 2.
Free throw good, Paul Pierce. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Harris is checked in. Pierce hits 2. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the first. Allen outside. The feed to Harris. Harris a screen on Pierce. 6 to shoot. Harris kicks to Bird. Uncovered. Rebound by Mahinmi.
I tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Left side Pierce. No good on that last second attempt there. And so the first quarter is in the books. Trailblazers lead by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. J.J. Redick, a focal point in his tenure with the Duke Blue Devils, both offensively and as a lightning rod for fans.
I think I'll forever be associated with Duke and Duke basketball. And
there's no doubt that he is Mr. Duke, J.J. Redick, and it's hard to argue with that school's incredible success, Greg, whether you like him or not. And I know you've had a first-hand view of Duke a couple times.
And listen, I have the utmost respect for J.J. and Coach K and what they've done there. And then listen, you could be known for a lot worse things in your life and having gone to a lot worse places. But I think for him, it's not about where he's been, Kevin. I think it's about where he's going, what's going to be the next chapter in his career.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
They've won the effort battle, and that's allowed them to control the backcourt.
And it's been gang rebounded. I mean, everybody has done a great job boxing out for him, and it's showing up on the stat sheet.
Dennis Schroeder is out there with J.J. Redick. Then it's Smith. Then there's Chamberlain. And it's Teletovic in at the power forward. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Beal.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Schroeder, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Allen outside. Griffin down low, working on Teletovic. It's Beal on the wing, covered by Redick. Harris misses.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Chamberlain, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, G8, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
Now here is Harris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. The shot by Redick, no good. Harris kicks to Beal. Up top, Griffin, guarded by Chamberlain. Allen outside. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Beal, that's for 2. Valanciunas with the ball, working on Teletovic. Valanciunas dishes to Beal. Shoots over Redick. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Beal. Here we are are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. As you look at Memphis, third best record here in the early going. And checking out Portland, 2.5 games back.
And for the Trailblazers, they've had their chances to kind of separate themselves from the pack this season, but so far they haven't been able to capitalize on those opportunities.
Hey, they're amongst a big group fighting for the bottom few playoff seeds, and that's going to continue all the way through the end of the season. I think they'll get in, but it won't be easy.
Here's Schroeder after the made shot from Bradley Beal. And here's Schroeder. He feeds it to Redick. Chamberlain a screen. Goes up on the high post, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending him.
Chamberlain no good on the free throw. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Here's Wall. Can't get it to fall. Now here's Schroeder. He's covered by Beal. Down low. Smith outside. Plenty of space. That one a little long. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Now Wall. Back to Allen. Feeds it to Beal. Allen passes to Griffin. Chamberlain with the block. And he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Trailblazers leading by 5. And there's the pass to Redick. There's the dish to Schroeder. There's the pick to the paint. Here's Marjanovic. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Wall.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
Now, here's Chamberlain. 6 points for him. No good. That puts him at 2 for 6.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Here's Beal. Griffin sets the screen for Beal. 6 on the shot clock. Fires, high post. And the shot falls short this time. Trailblazers leading by 5. Here's Marjanovic. Portland moving the ball around. Smith kicks to Chamberlain. The jump hook. Again, Chamberlain missing.
Well, he's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off. Beal with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
And for Portland, they're shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Here's Marjanovic. He's covered by Beal. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Portland may have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing. A different look now for Portland. McGinnis, he's checked in for Chamberlain, and it's Pierce in for Dennis Schroeder. And Memphis also making a switch. Bird, he's checked in for Ray Allen. And he's good on the second. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Outside, Wall. To the inside. Here's Griffin. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. And it's 8 points for Blake Griffin.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
Griffin with the steal. And Wall kicks to Bird. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Griffin slams it in.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
And that's going to be a treble.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Smith. He's putting up 13 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And every team in the league needs shooting. That's what he brings coming off the pine.
Yeah, there's always a demand for shooters, man. Half jumper will travel. I'm telling you. Most championship teams, they have a bunch of those guys who can put it in the basket.
Griffin a screen on Redick. Wall against Redick. Shot clock at 6. Bird outside. Puts up a 3. No good. Now Portland takes it the other way.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Now here's Bird. He's got 7. Puts up the baby hook. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
Here's Wall after the Trailblazers pick up 2. To the paint. And Griffin, here we go. And it's blocked. Outside, Pierce. Pass to McGinnis. That's blocked by Bird. Kicks it to Wall. Valanciunas dishes to Wall. Poke loose. The Trailblazers shooting 39% from the floor. At their best. It's Pierce on the wing. All alone. And he knocks down the jumper. Pierce has got 10 points in the game. Memphis trailing here. And now let's take a look at a very well-rounded group of players. Shooting guards who can rebound with the big boys. And Portland making a change here. Mahimi's checked in. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Embiid comes in for Jonas Valanciunas. And Lance Stevenson subbed in for Blake Griffin. Ball passes to Stevenson, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. The Grizzlies have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. That free throw good from Stevenson. All free throws good from Lance Stevenson. Embiid the screen. And Wall kicks to Bird. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Stevenson against Redick. Five to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's Smith. And that one's drained from the low block. Smith's got the game tied up here for Portland.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Now here's Beal. He has 5, and that one's good.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. They've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end.
There's the screen. It's Redick on the wing. From about 16, the shot is off. Wall with some nice defense. And the Grizzlies with possession. They're on a 16-7 run. Top of the key, Beal. And it's Portland with the rebound. Guinness has got 6 rebounds here tonight. McGinnis with the screen on Wall. It's Pierce with the drive. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Here's Teletovic is checked in for McGinnis. And Memphis also making a switch. Harris is checked in. The Trailblazers have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. Free throw, no good for Paul Pierce. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Embiid with the screen on Redick. Here's Bird. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Free throw good, Bird.
Just an amazing game for Larry Bird. He's got 10 points and 1 steal as well.
Offensively, defensively, man, he has done it all.
All hustle, non-stop effort. He just doesn't quit. Great resilience and relentlessness in his play.
Now here's Wall. Out to Bird. In the corner, it's Stevenson. No one near him. Good. And it's Bird picking up the assist. Now it's a 5-point Grizzly lead. Redick against Wall. They get a hand on it.
They'll probably let the clock wind down here.
Right on. I mean, no need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter in this situation.
Passes it to Pierce. And the shot is good. Pierce has got 14 points for the game.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 3. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, guys, I'm here with Bradley Beal. And Bradley, we've heard Coach stress the importance of rebounding. Is that going to have to be a team effort in the second half for all 5 players on the court?
Yeah, all five guys. But I think we're too worried about getting out in transition. So I think 1 through 5, including the guards, we all got to get in there and rebound.
The guards must contribute on the glass, no doubt. Bradley, thank you. Guys?
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And an exhilarating first half, to be sure. Welcome back. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be breaking down all the action for you. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They never got too far behind as their largest deficit in the period was 8. They played with more purpose in the second quarter and fought to turn an early deficit into a 3-point lead by the time we reached the break. Kenny, what'd you think about the Grizzlies?
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end because they were scoring in bunches. Now, you want your reserves to just at least come in and hold the fort, but they did way more than that tonight.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, those second chance points are huge, and they only came because of their effort. Their work on the offensive glass is what's keeping them in the game. They definitely should try to continue to stay tough on the glass. It's been key so far.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at the Horn.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
It's been a nice game for Pierce. He has 14 points, and when it comes to rebounding, he's had a nice night there, too.
He's not afraid to mix it up there in the middle, getting in there and doing a lot of the dirty work.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for Dave Yeager. Bird is out there with Griffin. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Wall. And it's Beal in at the 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The Grizzlies have shot the ball well from the free throw line. 8 of 9. A free throw drops for Griffin. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Now here's Schroeder. Pass to McGinnis. All sorts of time. That's good. McGinnis has got 11.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Memphis leading. And here's Wall. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Grizzlies have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That one misses for Wall. Trailblazers trail by 4. Smith dishes to Schroeder. He kicks to Pierce. From the line. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Pierce has got 16.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
Now Wall. 6 points for him. He dishes it to Bird. And Pierce pulls it down. Pierce has got 4 rebounds in this game. Chamberlain with a screen on Beal. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Let's take a look at where the Portland Trailblazers stack up as the season gets underway. 8th in rebounding, 8th in second chance points. And they're in the top half of the league in blocks. That's pretty good. Not too bad.
And they've been strong in the rebounding department, up in the top 10. And it's just not one guy. Really, it's been about the entire group collectively.
Valanciunas passes to Beal. Bird left side. 6 on the shot clock. The Grizzlies with another miss. Portland trailing here. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. McGinnis against Bird for the tie. The shot's good from McGinnis. McGinnis has got 4 points in the quarter.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Outside, Wall. Ripped away. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Griffin. Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Schroeder. And that one's good. And it's a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Outside, Wall. Good. Wall's got 8 points.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Games so often come down to free throws, and when that's the case, these are the players you want at the line. The best free throw shooting 2 guards in the NBA. And so here's Portland. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Now here's Pierce. 16 points for him. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for John Wall. Averaging 12 points, 10 assists, and 3 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Now here's Wall. He's got 8. Outside Griffin. Beal gets a wide open look. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. 10 points here for Beal. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Sure has been. I mean, guys, momentum is hard to come by in this one. I mean, it seems like one team gets the lead and then the other one storms right back.
Both teams getting it done defensively as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Now here is Smith. Just 5 to shoot. 14 feet away. Goes back up. Here's Chamberlain. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Chamberlain got 8 points. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Screened by Valanciunas. Dishes it to Beal. Shoots the 3. That doesn't go either for Beal.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Smith kicks to Chamberlain. Here's McGinnis. 13 points in the game. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. McGinnis has got 6 points in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here's Beal. He's got 10. Off target on the 15-footer. Schroeder with the ball. There's the feed to Chamberlain. Now the pass to McGinnis. Cannot hit. Nice D from Valanciunas.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Wall dishes to Griffin. Feeds it to Beal. Picked by Griffin. Elbow shot. Beal with another miss.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Here's Schroeder, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
That's his second personal foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Trailblazers.
2 shots.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
They do, and you also see a lot of points have come off the dribble penetration. They've been aggressive on the bounce at attacking the defense.
Ray Allen, he's checked in for Memphis. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Grizzlies trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Here's Bird. And it's Portland with the rebound. Pierce has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Marjanovic. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. For Portland, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
Marjanovic. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Right side Wall. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Here's a Teletovic is checked in for Portland. Memphis also making some changes. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Griffin. And it's Gary Harris in for John Wall. And stolen by Redick. Here's Marjanovic, and he dunks it down.
Quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Now, here's Valanciunas. He has 6. But they'll get another chance. Shot to stop the run, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Now let's take a quick look at the numbers for Jonas Valanciunas. 10th in field goal percentage, 18th in rebounding, and of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in block spurt.
And, you know, back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3. His consistent shooting creates a lot of openings in the defense.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Lance Stephenson's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And Embiid drops them both. Trailblazers leading by 7. Schroeder passes to Redick. To the inside. Here's Marjanovic. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. He's got 11.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Now here is Harris. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Memphis moving that ball around. The dish to Allen. 4 on the shot clock. And it's Harris off the drive. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Outside Pierce. Stolen by Stevenson. And now Stevenson running the floor all by himself.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run out.
And that's how you flip the script in terms of momentum right there.
And here's Schroeder. 8 points for him. Redick up top. It's Pierce on the wing. He feeds it to Redick. Just 5 to shoot. 11 feet away. They get it back. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. We get a moment now to view the league's stingiest defenses. Second, the Grizzlies.
You know, I don't think all the time that defensive-minded teams get the credit they deserve. And sometimes I think that teams like this aren't as exciting to watch. But you know what? It's effective. Limiting your opponent's points goes a long way towards giving you the results you're looking for.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
They throw good, Paul Pierce. And Portland making a change here. Mahinmi's checked in. That one misses. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Harris kicks to Bird. Stevenson outside. Back to Bird. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Bird hits them both.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
They set the pick. Schroeder kicks to Pierce. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Pass to Bird. Kicks to Harris. On the wing, Stevenson. Allen outside. Just 4 to shoot. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Harris has got 5.
Guys, you just can't imagine how difficult it is to hit a shot that deep. Man, that was as sweet as honey.
And I was looking over at the opposing bench. They couldn't believe it either.
Here's Teletovic. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Here's Redick. And Mahinmi with the stop.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Kevin and Greg, hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
Nice game. Great performance by Paul Pierce.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
Bird outside. 1:27 left in the third. Allen's shot is off. Trailblazers leading by 3. Schroeder passes to Redick. He kicks to Schroeder. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
John Wall's checked in for Memphis. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. 1:06 left in the third quarter of the game. Allen dishes to Harris. Memphis the rebound. Bird. Here's Embiid. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And really, guys, his percentage from the line at 70 isn't quite up to snuff.
And fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
He's off on the first. And that trip coming up empty. Missing both. Trailblazers leading by 3. The shot by Pierce will not go. Allen outside. Passes it to Wall. Nobody near Allen. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. The Trailblazers shooting almost 60% from the field here in the third. They are really feeling it. Pierce kicks to Teletovic. Finds himself wide open and drills it. And the Trailblazers lead by 3. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Now Wall. 8 points for him. Pass to Harris. There's a good screen. Here's Bird. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Bird's got 14 points. Here's Mahimi. Up and in on the way up.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Trailblazers lead by 3. From Portland, we're back in a moment. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Here's Schroeder. We've got Pierce. Chamberlain is out there with McGinnis. And it's Smith. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And there's the pass to McGinnis. Griffin with the steal. Here's Beal. All with it. Now Smith defending. Smith against Wall. Here's Griffin. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Big time bucket there. And you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Pierce up top. Defended by Allen. Chamberlain a screen. Pierce against Griffin. 5 to shoot. McGinnis' shot is off.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Got a hand on it. Outside Pierce. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. McGinnis the pass to Pierce. Soft touch off the glass. Pierce has got 19 points.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
All with it. He dishes it to Beal. And there's the call. Portland the foul.
Steve Smith. That's his first personal foul.
Here's Beal. To the left side wing. And Valanciunas penetrating. And he gets it to go.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
To the right side. Now here's Schroeder. Tight defense on him. Chamberlain. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 3. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Wall dishes to Allen. And there's the feed to Griffin. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Beal. Fires from 18. Portland grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Passes it to McGinnis. Dishes to Smith. Schroeder kicks to Pierce. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Griffin's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
The open shot by Beal. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 6 assists in the game. Portland leading. Smith outside. Feeds to Chamberlain. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. Chamberlain with the block. Schroeder up top. Defended by Allen. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
At the line for Trailblazers, Jones McGinnis. 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
That's good for McGinnis.
You know, they've really improved at the line from the first half. Things have gotten a lot better. They've gotten there a good number of times, and they've converted a high percentage of them.
And so he hits both.
Well, this team does not waste opportunities at the foul line. They make the opponents pay when they foul it. If they get sent to the line, they're cashing in.
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Beal.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Schroeder passes to Pierce. McGinnis with the screen on Allen. Allen against Pierce. Baseline jumper, and right through it goes. Pierce has got 4 points in the quarter. Now here's Wall. Here's Allen. Chamberlain with the block. And here's Pierce. McGinnis with the screen on Allen. They double up Pierce. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pierce.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Now Wall. Picked by Griffin. Outside Wall. A shot by Griffin. Nobody around. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
That coverage is just too weak. I mean, heading down the stretch, that sort of defensive lapse can cost you a game.
Here's Chamberlain. Nice D from Griffin.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Smith against Wall. Picked by Griffin. There's Beal with the 3. No luck. Now Portland takes it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pierce, wide open, he fires. Portland, no good that time either. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Now the dish to Wall. Back to Allen. And Valanciunas kicks to Beal. And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Bird, he's checked in for Ray Allen. Here's Valanciunas. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Will Chamberlain picks one up.
They've been fighting to get back into it, chipping away little by little, and it's paid off.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
I like the work they've been doing in the low post, too. I mean, we've seen a lot of points coming on the inside all day.
Bird against Pierce. The teardrop falls in. Pierce has got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Outside, Wall. A floater. The rebound by Wilt Chamberlain. Chamberlain got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. That's blocked by Bird. They get it back. Here's Pierce. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Shooting for Portland, Paul Pierce. Taking 2 shots.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Paul Pierce. And both free throws good for Paul Pierce.
Kevin, they're shooting around 90% from the free throw line. You and I both know that's very strong, very impressive free throw shooting for this team.
On the wing, Bird. Pierce covering. Griffin rejected by Pierce. And counts the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Smith. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Here's Wall. On the wing, Bird. Can they get it? And that one goes long. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Pierce's shot is good.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Wall dishes to Valanciunas. And here's Bird from the arc. Shot's good.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
They set the pick. Chamberlain a screen. Clock at 6. Redick passes to Chamberlain.
Well, Wilt Chamberlain in this one, he's got 13 rebounds, and he's rejected more than his share of shots today.
And interior defense at its best, fellas. That's what we've seen out of him today.
This is where their depth becomes such an asset, Kevin. He's gone for the remainder of the game, but fortunately, they're able to field a very capable replacement.
And the first one at the line is good.
You really have to like their efficiency at the foul line. I mean, they're knocking down 91, 92% of their free throws overall. That's a very healthy and positive number.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Well, he did enough there. He made it a 2-possession game, at least.
Outside, Wall. He feeds it to Embiid. Puts up the baby hook. Redick with the rebound. Trailblazers leading by 5. Kicks it to Schroeder. Pass to Chamberlain. That one off the back iron and out. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Beal kicks to Wall. To the middle. It's tipped and stolen by Chamberlain. They're running. Pierce dishes to Chamberlain. Wall with the steal. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Grizzlies making a switch here. Allen's checked in. For Portland, they've gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Schroeder passes to Pierce. Chamberlain a screen. Pierce against Bird. Pierce kicks it over to Schroeder. Clock at 4. Here's Chamberlain, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Portland, Will Chamberlain. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And he can't hit the second.
And they've controlled the glass throughout this game, but it's still close.
Guys, it's their hard work inside that has them out in front. But they can't let off now. They've got to keep it going.
Allen against Pierce. Releases from 15. It's rebounded by Memphis. Allen dishes to Bird. All with it. Back to Bird. Trying to get back on track. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Terry Stotts as he addressed his team. He said, we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Here's McGinnis. He kicks to Redick. 6 to shoot. It's Pierce on the wing. Bird covering. The shot by Pierce will not go.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Yep, and the results on the scoreboard are attributed to how they've been out-rebounded thus far.
The pass to Wall. Wall missing again.
He's gotten a lot of individual defensive attention all game long, and I think it's really bothered him and thrown him off.
Chamberlain a screen. Here's McGinnis. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Smith checked in for Portland.
This is from Dennis Schroeder.
That's good for McGinnis. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Wall with another miss.
Nice little lead they're enjoying here, and they deserve it with all the work they put in on the glass.
Yeah, the effort and the aggression really favors them thus far. They've completely dominated the backcourt.
Pierce for 3. That's good. Pierce has got 33.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
For Portland. Mahimi's checked in for Chamberlain. Mirza Teletovic comes in for McGinnis. Anderson, he's checked in for Paul Pierce. And Roten subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And Stevenson's checked in for Memphis. Gary Harris comes in for John Wall. Stevenson kicks to Allen. Memphis moving it around. And the shot is good.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. But a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question about it. That would be all she wrote.
Smith kicks to Anderson. Back to Smith. Anderson, a screen on Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Roten. And a miss there on the triple. Stevenson passes to Bird. Here's Harris. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
All right, I want everyone to give it up for your laser dancers.
Allen for the three. It's in. And so it's Portland winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds, Clark.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul Pierce. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
They kept feeding him the basketball, and he did not disappoint. For the guys guarding him, it was a long, long night. As he pushed his point totals in the 30s, he got more and more determined. Great effort.
Well, he certainly pulled his weight in the rebound department. His energy and his positioning were fantastic. Forget about everything else he did. His work on the glass alone had the big impact tonight.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.